we'll move on to our next fight of the night.
I'm very excited about this match myself. Igor Vovchanchyn against Adilson Lima Bita, both 200 pounds, both 5'10", one incredible kickboxer against a great jiu-jitsu man. Brazil versus Russia. I think this fight is going to be one of a kind.
Yeah, boy, this one's too tough to call. Definitely two totally contrasting styles. As we've seen here tonight, a lot of these fighters, it was too tough to decide which was going to be the best sport. Really, Sambo claims to be the best. Kickboxers say they're the best. Jiu-jitsu men say they're the best. But really, it's been the individual fighter with the big heart, with the big sense of will not be defeated that has come in here and has been the champion thus far.
There we go, Bita, the man that looks like Rickson Gracie.
Quite a compliment here. He'd love to hear that from you. If he can win this one, then we'll compare. If he doesn't get by Vovchanchyn, I think we're going to have to downgrade him a little bit.
Vovchanchyn seems to be a little nervous.
Yeah, you can see it in him. And he knows he's fighting a very tough Brazilian fighter. Only a few Brazilians coming here for the tournament, and they are tough ones.
This match is going to be very simple. We're going to have Bita, the guy with the black trunks, trying to take the guy with the red trunks down, and the guy with the red trunks trying to move around and go for the knockout either by knee, by kick, or punch. They show a little bit of respect.
And they'll get going. You see Vovchanchyn constantly just pawing with the left hands. He looks for that big right, and I have seen that knock out some big fellas.
Yeah, he has had a great kickboxing career. 62 matches.
Great legs and great hands.
That's it.
Usually he'd work off that jab a little more, but you'll see in no holds barred, he uses it as a paw, especially against a great jiu-jitsu fighter. He does not want to get Lima
a chance to close the distance and take him down, where's a place where he's not very familiar with.
He's setting up for that big right hand. Lima's got to be very careful he doesn't get caught with that. Nice punch, and you see how he goes crazy. Beautiful punches by Vovchanchyn. Oh, a nice flurry, and down goes Lima. He was rocked. Oh, to the back of the head, a kick. Lima's out. In comes the towel. Wow. That was excitement right there.
Unbelievable, Greg Friedman. I told you, you better expect the unexpected in this fight.
Oh, let's look at that one more time. He tries to close the distance, unable to get the hands on Vovchanchyn with a flurry of punches. A great kicker, a great puncher, puts the head down. A kick, a knee actually to the side of the head there. A punch, he was actually, I think he was pretty much stunned at that point. One on the back of the head. A kick to the face. Kick underneath, and in comes the towel. He was hurt badly, and we'll look at it one more time.
His corner is complaining, though. Robson Gracie feels that there shouldn't be kicked on the ground. I don't know what agreements they had before the match, but that's what Robson Gracie is complaining.
But actually, he was up. He rolled back up, and then he took it was a shin to the face that really was a devastating punch. And we'll look at it again. There he took a kick, but that wasn't the one that did it. He was already in big trouble. Robson Gracie could be upset all he wants. Vovchanchyn in there for the fight of his life. He fought a beautiful fight. When the fighter tried to close the distance, he put his head down, did not let him get his body on him. Lima's a little bit still confused, not quite knowing where he's at. Vovchanchyn will move on to the semifinals.
But here ringside we have Robson Gracie complaining to Alexander Ishakov, the producer of the show. And there's Ishakov with the ponytail. And to George Vovchanchyn, the promoter of the show, they claimed that the kick to the ground was unfair. Both Renzo and Robson showing a lot of anger with the decision.
Vovchanchyn, as we've met him on a few occasions, as I've met him on a few occasions, a real friendly guy.
Very sweet kid.
But when you get in the ring, the adrenaline's flowing, and it's really hard to stop. You don't really know what you're doing.
So Bita goes back to the dressing room, gets checked by the doctor, and the producer Alexander Ishakov allows him to come back and show and display his skills.
Unbelievable that this has went on.
I agree.
This is the respect that these Brazilian fighters have here. the Russian fighters not wanting to say, hey, we don't deserve it. They're letting the guy come back into the ring. Brazil should be very happy that this is happening, and hopefully this guy doesn't really get hurt here.
Yes, but Greg, I don't think this...
He's got to close the distance quick here. Lima cannot afford to take too much more punishment. One more of those, and he's in big trouble.
But you can tell he's already slower. I mean, who can afford to take 3 or 4 incredible blows to the head and come back and fight again?
I don't know. He looks pretty aggressive to me.
In my opinion, it was not a good move in his behalf.
Yeah, I think his corner is a little crazy. I guarantee he's got at least a minor concussion from the shots he took there. Von Chechen, we saw him working the bag the other day, and boy, he has some power.
Unbelievable. Very good right hand, like you said.
And he's setting it up for that.
Yeah, now we have Adilson Lima Bita, the jiu-jitsu man with the black trunks, very afraid to close the distance. He's very skeptical. He knows, I mean, he had a taste of Vovchanchin's fists.
And his knees.
Absolutely.
Von Chechen's got a lot of confidence now. He's a little bit up on his toes, willing to throw some combinations. You'll see he likes to mix, go from lefty to righty. He's a very versatile fighter. He's got a lot to offer standing.
And he uses that jab just to psych the fighter and almost tell him, come on, shoot, shoot. And he waits for the fighter with that.
Oh, a nice overhand right.
Unbelievable.
On the ear.
He's got incredible right hands. It's almost like he fights only for that right hand.
Yeah, in no holds barred appears that way. It really does. Nice kick. He's really fighting a beautiful fight. I really like this kid. He's really impressing me. Nice left hook there.
Absolutely. He's got the right weight. With his frame, he can build a little bit of weight. I think this kid he's got a future in the no holds barred. If he does win this fight, he will fight a fellow Russian, Mikhail Iglyanin. Vovchanchin is from Kharkov, Ukraine, the kickboxer. But they stopped the match. It looks like Bita has a broken nose.
We're taking a look at...
He thinks he won.
Fighter.
But no, he's got a broken right. We can easily tell. Look how crooked his nose is.
Yeah, he took some good shots there. But the Brazilians, the tough fighters that they are, your people, Frederico Lapenda, really coming here with the hearts of champions, not willing to go home, really knocked out early on in the beginning of this fight, but coming back I mean, he was rocked. What kind of people do that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it was a very smart move.
Yeah, but a tremendous amount of heart in this young fighter. A lot of pride. They're checking him closely.
I would count 2 losses in his career. And his trainer, Renzo Gracie, says he's got a broken nose. He cannot continue, and Robson, his dad, agrees. From his own corner, the word is no. He cannot continue, broken nose. And we can easily tell that.
Yeah, that thing almost looks like... Yeah, he's in some serious pain. They're calling it.
And Renzo says to stop it. I'm responsible.
He doesn't want the shit fight to really get hurt. This guy's got a career, potentially no holds bar. Let him come back and fight another day. I think they're doing the right here thing as well.
Very smart move. And we'll advance for the next fight of the evening. He is our champion, not champion, but Vovchanchin advances, and he fights Mikhail Iglyanin in the last match. In the next match, I should say.
Thank you. Because then the fighter that will go on to fight in the next category. What a fighting tournament here tonight.
2 16-man tournaments. Only in Russia, Greg.
Unbelievable. These guys really are tough.
They cannot get enough of this fighting business.
And as you'll see, sports fans, we'll look at this one again in slow motion. A nice kick. He's just setting him up there. That's just to keep him off balance. A nice left hook there, and that's the one that broke the nose.
Was that the one?
That was it. Grazed right off the side of the nose. I've had that happen to me once or twice. You look at it, there's the overhand right off the ear, but it was the left